Hello and welcome. It's the 20th of May and it is voting day in the Thane Lok Sabha constituency. Thane is one of the 13 seats in Maharashtra that are going to polls today. Polling began at around 7 a.m. this morning. Long queues were seen at some of the polling stations in the city. We visited some of them, interacted with the voters to understand the mood on ground. Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde too cast his vote post 9 a.m. As the day progressed, the number of people turning up at the voting station slightly decreased, perhaps because of the extreme heat. The voter turnout, which has been one of the major talking points not just in Maharashtra but overall in the Lok Sabha election, stood at
48.04%.
Who has the edge and what has the response been like? Let's find out.
जो अच्छा काम करेगा उसको ही वोट देंगे हम लोग, और दिख रहा है वो जो अच्छे काम कर रहे हैं ना, वो दिख रहा है, तो उसको ही वोट देंगे हम लोग.
Abhi last
Since 10 to 20 years, Thane has been governed by the Shiv Sena. Now the civil hospital has been developed very fast and the construction work is going very in huge quantity. Infrastructure is developing in Thane. And since we are interested in BJP and BJP is cooperating with Eknath Shinde, so we are with them.
Basically, first of all, we used to follow both of them initially. But now it's the situation like whom to vote exactly. Because Mr. Rajan Vichare and Mr. Naresh Mhaske both have done a lot of work in Thane. And Mr. Rajan Vichare has done a lot of work around us. He used to stay in the same area which we are in. And he has done a lot of work over here from the Nagar Sevak to the MP votings. So he has done a lot of work. So we think we should vote wisely and we should see the right candidate. But as a voter, to see as per the development of India, we think Modi should lead it.
No, I think with all the drama that we've seen in the last 4-5 years, it's very clear in between the most of the voters' mind who they have to choose. Yeah. So there's no confusion, I think.
in your mind, how do you see this?
Yeah, for me it is very straight. This is a election for the country's leadership, and it's very clear from there that who needs to be elected, who needs to come in.
thing that played in my mind is what kind of service I got during COVID, and the person who is moving out now was in charge of Thane during the COVID period. So that played a big role. Second thing, at a national level, we must be very clear that this is a national level election, not state level. At national level, issues are different. You would not want to have a scenario where you don't have anything called opposition, perhaps. And those are some of the things we need to keep in mind. While it is good to have majority to speed up processes and laws, etc., but it is also critical to have certain voices which will act as a check and balance for the majority party. So those are 2-3 things that I think has its effect in terms of my thought process.
Now, Thane has emerged as one of the key seats to watch out for in this general election for 2 primary reasons. First is because it is seeing a battle of the 2 Shiv Senas, Shiv Sena UBT and the Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde. Second and most important, this is the home turf or the bastion of Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. This is where he comes from. Eknath Shinde has fielded Naresh Mhaske, his close aide and former mayor of the Thane Municipal Corporation. Mhaske is up against Rajan Vichare, the sitting MP from the Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray faction. While the Shiv Sena may have split into 2 parts, there is one thing that links both of them here in the city. It is this man, the late Anand Dige. Known to be a strong man who controlled Thane once upon a time, Dige was the mentor of both Eknath Shinde and Rajan Vichare. In fact, where we are standing right now is outside the Anand Ashram. This used to be the home of Anand Dige once upon a time. Now it functions as an office of the Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena.
दिगे साहब ने जो बनाई थी और बाला साहब ने जो बनाई थी वही शिवसेना है. सिर्फ अभी कैंडिडेट बदल चुके हैं और लोगो बदल चुका है, उन्होंने आइडेंटिटी चेंज की है, बाकी कुछ नहीं. काम तो वैसे ही हो रहा है.
It is a bit confusing because Shiv Sena is quite long from Thane and they have been bifurcated, so it creates a confusion between the voters.
So you did it create a confusion?
Yes, initially it created, but then I was clear with my vote.
So what were the factors that sort of decided who will you vote for? What did you think what do you keep in mind before casting your vote that this is who I'm going to
The development of the metro, which is advantage. Then the whatever the good things they have done in last, I think, 2.5 years.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.